Welcome back to Castle Ravenloft. We're playing Adventure 5, the final transformation. We're trying to get young Kavan, the soon-to-be permanently turned into a vampire human, to the dark pool where we can save him. We have Alyssa slowed at the moment, next to a spider. We have Thorgrim, and of course the party's split up because, yeah, that's not good. And we have the crippling miasma in play. Heroes' speed is reduced by 1, but slowed heroes are unaffected, so Alyssa will still have a movement of 2, not 1. So there you have it. All right, let's begin. We're going to be beginning with Alyssa. And, you know, we have to do what we have to do. We're going to use the careful attack. One adjacent monster takes 1 damage. She's adjacent to the spider, and so she will kill it because it only has 1 hit point. So that's worth 2 experience. Now we have a total pool of experience now of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is Alyssa doing an attack. So the giant spider is killed. And now Alyssa can move. Unfortunately, she has a speed of 2. And I don't really want to split up my party. She could move this way and explore a tile. Which, you know what, now that I think about it, I'm just going to readjust the camera here a bit. I think she is going to, except we're so far away from Thorgrim. Ooh, this is really, is it a good idea or not? But then she can explore. No. You know what, I gotta try and get them back together. She's going to go 1, 2. And she can explore down here, which she probably will do. All right, as I'm moving the board all over the place, which is probably annoying you. Anyway, she is now into the exploration phase. So she attacked, moved. Oh, and hang on. I remembered. She gets a treasure for taking out the spider. Wand of teleportation. Oh, well, this is really cool. Use this during your hero phase instead of attacking. Choose a tile within 1 tile view. Place each monster on the chosen tile. On a tile within 3 tiles of you. Choose each monster on the chosen tile. Wow, so we can just zap. Oh, this is going to come in so handy. I think we are going to give that to Alyssa. Why not? We're going to give that to her. So she has a healing potion, and now she has a wand of teleportation. All right, now unfortunately, she attacked and moved. We are going to get into the villain phase. So we take a look. Oh god, darn it! Yeah, we're in trouble. I'm gonna have to zoom the camera out here, and we're gonna have to deal with some hideous things. All right, but let's before I get into the villain phase, which it's not, we're gonna continue with the exploration phase. She is going to explore here, so we're gonna grab a tile. So at least, thank goodness, it's a white triangle. So we're not going to get an encounter. We do get a monster, though. And the monster we get is a zombie. Okay, not bad. We get a zombie appearing here on the bone pile. That is going to be the exploration phase. Draw a monster card, place it. Boom. Now we're into the villain phase, and this is where we get into some issues. Because we have Kavan here on a tile with a monster. And just to verify that, special adventures. At the start of any villain phase, if there's a monster in Kavan's tile, or there is no hero on Kavan's tile, Kavan temporarily transforms into a vampire. Well, young Kavan, overcome by the evils that are the monsters, temporarily turns into a vampire. He turns into a young vampire. 8 hit points, 16 armor class, and all of these lovely, lovely abilities. So that's what Kavan is going to temporarily become. Darn it. So that's the very, very beginning of the villain phase. And we continue on in the villain phase. If you didn't place a tile during your exploration phase, well, we did. Or it had a black triangle. It didn't. If a villain is in play, activate it. Oh man. Well, we're going to come right back, and we're going to now have young Kavan turning into a young vampire activating. Alright, well, let's find out what young Kavan, the vampire, is now going to do. Tactics. The young vampire activates at the start of each phase. Well, he's activating now. If the young vampire is adjacent to a hero, he is. It attacks a hero with claws and fangs. So he turns on Thorgrim, who's like, what? And fangs. So fangs plus 8. 2 damage. The young vampire regains a hit point, and the young vampire moves 1 tile in the direction of the tile's triangle. So he would move over here. God dang it. That causes us issues for sure. All right, well, he's going to attack Thorgrim with his fangs. He tries to bite him from behind. He gets plus 8. Come on, low roll. 13 and 8 is 21. Damn it. So Thorgrim's going to take 2 damage. He's going to go from 7 health down to 5. That sucks, literally. And then he is going to move 1 tile away. The young vampire regains a hit point while he's at full health at 8. Moves 1 tile in the direction of its tile's triangle. So this triangle is pointing this way, so Kavan, the young vampire, buggers off over here away. So he bites Thorgrim for 2 damage and moves here. Damn it! Alright. Wow, we're not finished yet. That's the young vampire activating. Activate each monster and trap you control. So now we're going to be activating the zombie for Alyssa. If the zombie is within 1 tile of a hero, it is. It moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with a rotting fist. So it's going to get plus 5. So we'll move it. Oh heck, we'll move it here. And it's going to get plus 5 to hit Alyssa. Doing 1 damage. So plus 5. Alyssa's armor class, 15, is 15. And it rolls a 15. So it attacks Alyssa for 1 damage. She's going to go from 7 health down to 6. And that now will conclude Alyssa's turn. Ooh, this is not what I wanted. Not what I wanted for sure. We don't want to leave Kavan by himself on a tile with no monsters. We want to get a hero over here. Of course, we're going to have to move Thorgrim back. Thorgrim's speed is reduced by 1, so he's going to have a speed of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to be able to make it onto the tile. Oh, okay. That's the end of Alyssa's turn. Wow. That was a turn of events for sure. Having Kavan turn into a vampire. That's not what we wanted. Alright, we're going to adjust the camera and we're going to have Thorgrim take his turn. Alright, Thorgrim is going to have to chase down young Kavan the vampire. But before he does that, he is going to do an attack. And the attack he's going to use, he'll use Healing Strike. Attack 1 adjacent monsters, plus 8, doing 1 damage. If you hit, choose 1 hero within 1 tile of you. Unfortunately, 1, 2, Alyssa's 3 away, so that's not going to take effect. But it's plus 8 doing a damage, which will kill or crush the Rat Swarm. The Rat Swarm has an armor class of 12, so we got a plus 8. Very good odds, unless Thorgrim whiffs, of taking out the Rat Swarm. He rolls a 5. God, he rolls horribly. 5 and 8's 13. That's enough to hit and take out the Rat Swarm, even though the roll was horrific. Rat Swarm disappears, and it's worth 1 experience. We get lots of experience piled up. And yes, treasure. Let's not forget the treasure. The treasure is going to be a potion of healing. Awesome. So we're going to give that to Thorgrim. Rat Swarm has been crushed. It's still the hero phase. So during the hero phase, he is going to quaff the potion of rejuvenation. Flip up one of your used powers. We're going to use that to flip up his healing word power. So he can use it again, which is give back anyone their surge value and health, which is really awesome. And he's at 5 health right now, so he will also drink the potion of healing. You or an adjacent hero gets 2 hit points back. So you're going to drink both potions. It's going to go from 5 health up to 7. Alright, that is pretty good. So he's at 7 health, Alyssa's at 6. And now he can move, but we have this crippling miasma, so he can only move 4 spaces instead of his usual 5. So he will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to make sure he's on the same tile as Kavan. So Kavan will change back, I think, in the next episode. However, that's the end of Thorgrim's hero phase. Now he's on to the exploration phase. If your hero occupies a space adjacent, no, he does not. Otherwise, go to the villain phase. So immediately we go to the villain phase. At the start of the villain phase, we're going to check Kavan again. How does he transform back? So this, the start of any villain phase, if there is a monster on Kavan's tile, or there is no hero, Kavan temporarily into a vampire. Okay. At the start of it, if there is no other monster on the young vampire's tile, and there's at least one hero on the tile, the young vampire transforms back into Kavan. It does not activate. Replace the vampire figure with Kavan. So he went temporarily vamped out on us, but now he's transformed back into young Kavan and doesn't attack. Oh man, that was brutal. All right, so Thorgrim has calmed him down. Oh boy. All right. Yeah. And we now have, continuing on, if you placed a tile with a black triangle, or if you didn't place a tile, well, Thorgrim didn't place a tile because he was just chasing down Kavan. So we do have to have an encounter. Keeping in mind we have lots of experience, we can block it if it is horrendous. Which is actually perfect. Frenzy. Each monster you control activates twice during your villain phase. Ha ha ha. Not happening. Oh. Yeah, well, he controls no monsters. I did this slightly out of order, but whatever. So he doesn't control any monsters. So yeah. We're continuing on then. So he moved there, he unvamped, and now if the villain's in play, activate. It's not. Activate each monster and trap you control in turn. He doesn't control any monsters or traps, which means the frenzy of the monsters he controls doesn't do anything. So we got lucky there on that encounter. Didn't do anything. All right, well, this is all okay. I'm just going to readjust the camera somewhat, and I think then we're going to wrap up our episode for today. All right, we're wrapping up episode 4 of The Final Transformation, Adventure 5. Unfortunately, the only way we can move Kavan is we have to have a hero adjacent to him at the start of the hero phase. And unfortunately, Alyssa's over here battling with a zombie, and Thorgrim is a couple of spaces away. So that's going to cause us some issues, of course, for the next episode. We also have crippling miasma, reducing our movement by 1. So yeah, we're not out of the woods by any stretch. We have Alyssa at 6 health. We have Thorgrim at 7. We have lots of healing potential. We have lots of experience built up. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9 experience built up. So we can bounce at least 1, and we're probably going to get another experience because Alyssa will kill the zombie. Can bounce a couple of encounters. We got to find the dark pool, though. So far we have had 2, 4, 6, 8. We've had 8 tiles revealed. The next tile might be the dark pool. We're not sure. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. Really appreciate it. Join me next time for the continuation of Adventure 5, The Final Transformation.